Zimbabwe launches a new gold-backed currency. The ZiG, short for Zimbabwe Gold, will replace the Zimbabwean dollar, which had lost almost 100% of its value. The move aims to tackle sky-high inflation and stabilize the economy.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Looks like Zimbabwe is once again changing their currency. Now, this has been talked about now for quite some time. They are now switching to a gold-backed currency. It's not only backed by gold, but it's also backed by foreign reserves. Let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Zimbabwe's money changed. Now it's gold ZiG, not dollar. Since Zimbabwe is undergoing a significant monetary shift as it introduces a new currency backed by gold and foreign currency. In a bid to stabilize its economy and combat soaring inflation, the country's central bank announced on Friday. The issue with Zimbabwe is they can change their currency all they want, but if you don't change your policies that help do something about the inflation, you're going to keep going through this vicious cycle, just like we see here in Zimbabwe. Their biggest issue, again, is a very, very corrupt government. They just held elections not that long ago, and the current president was, well, let's just say, eliminating his competition. The move comes amid economic turmoil, with the Zimbabwean dollar plummeting in value by more than 70% since the beginning of the year, driving inflation rates beyond 55% annually as of March. The decline has revived memories of inflation era under former leader Robert Mugabe. So this is what happens is the people of Zimbabwe get pissed, an uprising takes place, they remove the president, then they install another president that's just as corrupt. The newly introduced currency, dubbed Zimbabwe Gold, the ZiG, marks the country's sixth currency since gaining independence in 1980. It will circulate alongside foreign currencies, as stated by the central bank governor during a press conference in the capital. And so that's the issue. I understand that you have to circulate your currency along with other currencies for a period of time until people get used to it. One of the biggest issues that they have is they continue to use other currencies besides their own. People in Zimbabwe don't trust their own currency, and they keep turning to the dollars, just like you see in every other country. Now, every time the government takes a step to do something about that and they outlaw the use of US dollars, the problem is the people see that their own government continues to use US dollars. So it makes it really hard for them to get away from using US dollars if they can. In a bid to address the economic challenges, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe also announced a significant adjustment to its main interest rate, reducing it from 130% to 20%. Oh my gosh. Interest rate of 130%. Wow. This move is part of a broader monetary policy adjustment aimed to stabilize the economy and curbing inflation. The introduction of the ZiG follows months of discussions between the central bank and the finance ministry on currency reform. The new currency's initial exchange rate will be determined by the closing interbank exchange rate on April 5th, which is today, and the London PM fixed price on gold on April 4th. As of right now, gold is at $2,340.60. Aren't you guys happy I told you guys to move into gold and silver? Under the new policy, banks are required to convert their existing Zimbabwe dollars balances into ZiG immediately. Additionally, citizens have been given a 21-day window to exchange their old banknotes and coins for the new currency. The central bank also revealed that it holds $100 million in cash reserves and 2.52 tons of gold valued at $185 million as part of its reserve assets. The weird thing is, there is a ton of gold in Zimbabwe They don't have any really major companies there mining the gold for them, because no company wants to go in there because they don't trust the government and they don't trust the people. If a mining starts to become real successful, then word gets around and then you see the people uprise trying to get in there and take the gold away. The implementation of these measures is anticipated to have significant impact on inflation, according to Mishai Vanyu. The unveiling of these monetary reforms comes at a critical point in Zimbabwe's economic trajectory as officials work to stabilize the country's currency and alleviate long-standing inflation concerns. This right here alone is one of the best ways to demonstrate the issue with Zimbabwe. You can change the currency all you want. Look how many times it's been changed. 1994, this one says 83, 97, 94, 95, 2001, 2003, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2016, 2019, 2020. And this is a better way to demonstrate it to you. Now, this is really smart. This person went and bought a bunch of Zimbabwe uncirculated currencies. So whoever did this was really smart. They took uncirculated currency, right? They go back to the first ones that when they were changed, and he bought the denominations that were available. 1, 5, 10, 50. Then the next year he bought 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 250,000. You see what he did, right? So he bought all the currencies, each denomination, going back all the different years, uncirculated, and framed it. You know how much he is charging for you to have an uncirculated banknote from each of these years? $2,199. The currency is worth more for collectors. That's what he's doing. But look at the number of times they've changed their currency. As I stated, it isn't just a matter of changing your currency. You have to change your policies, your banking policies, your economic policies, just like we see Iraq going through. But the last time we seen them go to a gold coin, it did stabilize their economy. Despite the rejection from the World Bank and IMF and everybody else, it did stabilize the economy for a little bit. But whatever it is they're doing, it's causing inflation to jump up again because obviously they don't have the right reforms in place. Now they're turning to the new ZIG gold-backed crypto dollar is what this is. Anyways, when it comes to Zimbabwe, it's kind of hard to get behind any currency that they have. And I know they're telling you, oh, the EGA dollars are good. The old dollars are good because they're bond notes. Not true, you guys. Once they move from one currency to another, when they redenominate, the old currency is obsolete. When people tell you, no, this is different. This is a bond note. Nope, it's not different. Because if you look on those bond notes, they have an expiration. You only have a certain time to turn them in. And that time has passed. Unfortunately, a lot of people invested into Zimbabwe, not knowing what was going on, and believed a lot of the content creators out there. And now that it's just a waste of currency. But it is really good for collectors if you know what you're doing. Anyways, that's it for now. I look forward to your comments. I'll get back at you later. I'm out.